Hello and welcome to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 competitors of War Games Survivor Series, not 4 on 4. Count. I'm Ollie Davis, I'm joined by Luca and DAD, and yes, in this episode we are going to be going through every WWE Superstar's creative pitches for Survivor Series War Games in 3 words or less / fewer.
But because there isn't room for everyone on the War Games card, because there are only 5 matches on a Triple H pay-per-view, some people will just have to enjoy nice catering, and here they are. Sorry, Chad Gable is on my list.
He's not. I've got Chad on...
Oh, I've got Chad as well. Chad is on there. Sorry, Chad is
Chad is on the list.
No, he is not.
Oh boy, but before we get into all our 3-count predictions, what about TNA, Luke?
Well, because there is a better version of War Games available, and it's called TNA Lockdown. And we are going to we're going to celebrate TNA by over at patreon.com/WrestleTalk doing a 3-count episode where we review every TNA World Champion in 3 words or less / fewer.
So you might have realised we're doing a bit of a Patreon push at the moment. We're putting loads of exclusive content behind there to help support us make these shows, because unfortunately these shows lose money if we just put them out on YouTube. That's why we need your support on Patreon at patreon.com/WrestleTalk.
YouTube ad revenue sucks.
She went, oh no wait, what's the guy from the bad guy from Aladdin? And I went, Jafar. I said, you think Jeff Hardy's custom belt looks like Jafar?
Jafar Hardy.
Hardy.
Jeff Hardy, yeah.
Leeds Team Daddy.
Ooh.
Yeah, because at Crown Jewel, he got taken out by an RKO. I feel like WWE have just dropped that, but I'm not. I'm doing a traditional 5-on-5 elimination match with no cage.
I hear you. Because I've booked Team Pierce Captain.
So Pierce is the captain of... We've said the same thing. I'm not going to shake on it. Auntie Slow Burn.
Not really needed.
Yeah. Mello does miss. Oh. Yeah. I'll explain the spot when we get to Mello.
Okay.
But they are in Team Aldous.
As is my Andrade, jealous of Knight. Because he's getting more of a spotlight for Team SmackDown.
Oh, but it is like you've got Andrade, Mello,
and LA Knight.
LA Knight, all in their team. Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
New MCU lead.
Never breaking up. What do you mean?
Well, have you not seen recently? He's revealed he was in Spider-Man: Homecoming.
What?
Yeah. There is a shot of I think it's in the prison in Is it Rikers?
Yeah.
In Marvel. And the Vulture is Michael Keaton's Vulture's walking along, and just one of the inmates walking past is Austin Theory.
So it is!
Son of a bitch.
Son of a gun. Look at him there with his terrible goatee, and as a man who used to have one, I understand that.
Leads Team Bailey. That's a War Games. It's a Lady Games.
You saw Raw this week, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you know they're not involved in any of that, right?
No, it's going to come back around.
This feels like one of your picks that you wrote down pre-Raw.
No, it's still good.
And haven't fixed post-Raw.
It's still good. Liv and Io are going to feud, do their own thing.
Are you sure now? Are you sure
It's
now?
going to be her own thing.
Need the John Cena little green screen thing. Are you sure?
Team Nia versus Team Bailey. It's still good.
US tourney veteran.
You think she wins?
It doesn't say she wins. She's the veteran of the tournament.
Ba-dum. Raw return.
Netflix title match.
On the first episode?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got her returning Cargill win, side-eye.
Wait till Mania.
But they hate each other, Luke. Coachman told me they hate each other.
He's becoming my new favourite podcaster, Jonathan Coachman. He just says anything.
Yeah. Secretly cleared return.
Been secretly cleared.
Oh, really hope so. Really hope so for the New Day 1,000-year celebration.
1,000 years, eh?
Brogue into Spear.
Oh, I see what you're doing there. So I think you're doing that thing from Wolf of Wall Street.
No.
I haven't seen the film in a while. Pierce makes captain.
Oh, he's on your team. Oh, wow. I went a lot more mid-card for my...
You trying to say that Bron Breakker's not mid-card?
Well, yeah, but he's better mid-card.
Yeah, well...
I've got R-Truth on my team.
No, I put some stars in my one because Raw's plan is to bring all the beefy boys together.
Ooh. Cage cartoon hole.
What, so he goes through and is like a little silhouette of him behind? Yeah.
I think he breaks through the cage. We're like 3 years into main roster War Games matches now, and no one's gone through a cage wall.
I was going to say, we've done 3 years, it's time to make it laughing.
Yeah,
Laughable.
it's time to undermine the format.
This year's McIntyre. We've only got 4 members on this team, but we need a 5th member. We'll just put this random mid-carder in the group for one night only. They don't belong in the story, but it doesn't matter, does it?
Worked out well for Drew.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then he was annoyed that CM Punk came back.
He could have done that without being in that match, though. It's not like he beat the Judgment Day and then was... Oh, no, he was on the Judgment Day's team.
Yeah. Now mute gimmick. He's always going to go to say something and someone's going to talk over him.
Has been noticeably quiet for the last few weeks.
And it's just like, since he made that Japanese joke.
Yeah. But it's just a joke, though, isn't it? Yeah, something so sensitive, Snowflake. Squashed by Raiders.
New bar team.
Well, so him and
Andrade.
Oh, it's good.
They're on Team Aldis, and this is when Mello goes to hit Andrade, but misses, hits the other guy like an opponent, and Andrade's like, "You saved me." And after this long series, they form a partnership on a misunderstanding.
Very nice. I have got, though, Andrade team explodes.
I've got Chad on Team Pierce, Team Daddy, and I put Ray Coexist Anger.
I'm assuming then Ray is also on your team. Deserves much more.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Come on.
You didn't have Bailey winning the US mid-card belt.
Of course not.
Somehow US
win.
champ.
Somehow
Yeah,
win
it's the
US.
right one. Yeah. Team Jax rejects.
Oh, they don't want her.
They want Piper. And Chelsea keeps on, "Hey, Piper, look, I can go in for you." Be a bit of fun.
That is a bit of fun. US tourney Fluke just keeps advancing in it through sort of like fluke happenstances, makes it to the final.
Ba-dum. Raw return.
New champ.
What? He wins the belt on Raw on the January 6th Netflix.
Is my big brain scheme that I've come up with. I now know my WrestleMania card, and it starts with CM Punk beating Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship on the first Raw on Netflix.
Are you going to tell us who he faces at Mania?
I think, who was he supposed to face this year?
Seth.
That's what I think.
Right.
That's what I think the Raw main event will be: Punk versus Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship, and Gunther will do something else
With Goldberg. I think when you say main event, their Raw main event, you mean WrestleMania opener.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, no. A main event is what CM Punk is getting.
And that's why he returned to the company. To get that opening match on a WrestleMania night one.
He got to main event a WrestleMania.
Special guest referee.
Oh, special guest commentator.
Oh, yours is lame.
Well, I thought they'd done the referee thing a lot, and like I didn't. Cody, he's the WWE champion. Don't make him a referee, but special guest commentator.
I like my one more.
I mean, yeah, it's a bit more.
It'll be more dramatic with Randy, or I presumably for the Randy
Randy
or
and
Kevin
Kevin
Owens
Owens
match.
match. Yeah, of course,
Not
yeah,
for
yeah.
Team Nia versus Team
No,
Bailey.
not for that. No, he's in one of the main events matches. No, I've got him down as guest commentator on the outside, providing expert analysis.
Goldberg Balor filler. So Gunther's long-term direction is Goldberg.
Oh.
Damian Priest's long-term direction is Finn Balor. So here's something to get us through November.
Loses via interference.
Tag Civil War.
Oh, great! More Judgment Day Civil Wars.
That's what you
awesome,
want. That's
awesome.
what you want.
Just what I want. More Judgment Day infighting. Yeah.
Dom interference accidentally costs Finn and JD the tag belts to the War Raiders. So they have a little tag feud.
I'm looking at Damian Priest. All respect to Damian Priest. I think that man is cool. But I'm like, should have been Dom. That's my 3 words. Should have been Dom.
On Team Pierce.
No Phoenix. Lee?
out until Rumble?
Gone till Rumble.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
I've actually
Rumble
had that, I
return.
think, for a few months now, since Hell in a Cell.
Team Nia cheerleaders.
So I wondered why you had this down, because I'm like, why have you got Elton Principle people listed on your, like, hey, here's one you need to fill out for us. Easy tag defenses. It's the only thing I can think of him doing.
Yeah, I think it'll be fun to have Pretty Deadly outside the War Games cage, cheerleading Team Nia.
It is fun if you were doing Team Nia versus Team Bailey, which clearly they are not doing.
Oh, speak. You want a £10 bet on that?
I mean, do you want to...
I owe you 10 quid. Obviously costs Priest.
Loses titles. Angry.
He's a sad demon.
Grumpy Balor.
Grumpy
I'm going to take it out of Damien Priest now, because I don't want him to have a world title either.
Guffed and lift?
I have written, really? What happened?
Yeah. Yeah, what happened?
What did you do?
I think he guffed in a lift. I think he's in the lift with Paul Levesque.
Or it's a silent one, and he was like, oh, I might get away with this. And then Triple H went, I don't know, you smell that?
But it's actually a power play, because Paul Levesque did the fart. And he's like testing Vinci, like, was that you?
Yeah. Under a different regime, he'd have got a main event push out of it,
Exactly,
because
yeah.
he'd have found it hilarious.
Or a farting gimmick for a year. Bret Hart photo. He's just going to post on social media a picture of him and Bret Hart. It's going to fuel the Gunther feud.
Why?
Well, because that's kind of what started it all, and Gunther's like, hey, we veterans are actually totally cool together. Unlike you disrespectful punk Gunther.
Right.
I want to read it out loud. What have you got?
Retirement match. Gunther.
Yeah.
Is he even on social media?
After Finn has done the Finterference, Damien Priest is already beaten. Gunther picks him up. Jackhammer stares into the camera. Wins with Jackhammer.
Very nice. I've got beats Priest. Doubts. Because he's beaten
Yeah.
via Finterference again. Twice now. He's only been able to beat Damien Priest via Finterference. So maybe that's going to cast some doubts in the mind of the champ.
It's what we wanted from Gunther's world title reign. Constantly doubting himself.
Yeah, totally.
Best women wrestler. She's not going to win, but she's the best woman wrestler.
Well, she's also not getting a title match at Survivor Series based on what happened on Raw. So I've got not in control. So she's not teaming with Damage Control at Survivor Series. And also she's not in control of the team that she's on. She's just a bit part.
Splash off cage.
Nice. In match first.
I love you, Solo!
Yeah, it's going to do it for Solo.
Pins Nia Jax.
Not bad, not bad.
And that's why Bianca gives her the side eye.
Oh, I see.
Because,
okay.
you know, they hate each other.
And you've got to pin your world champions. Yeah, it's always a really good thing to do. I actually, when I wrote down my match order, I forgot to put on a second War Games match. So my women's match, the one that they were teasing on Raw, is just a traditional Survivor Series match. So I've got, for Jade Cargill, Your Sole Survivor.
Because you don't believe in equality.
Of course, no. What, you're going to put women in a War Games match? What are they going to do? Cook in there?
Yeah, cooking like the kids say cooking. No cap. I've got Jackson, but not Legend, in my Team Nia.
Oh, wow.
More Cargill stare downs.
Brand split, LOL.
Argues with Finn.
Sides with Finn.
Oh. I feel like Finn's head not being in the game is what loses them the tag titles.
Well, JD's, because he's got such a massive one, can help him get his head back into it.
Also, Cage Splash.
At the same time!
Not at the same time,
Oh,
but
okay.
they're both up there and they're like, I'm going to splash. No, I'm going to splash. And Jacob does one and Jay does one.
Yeah, I like that. Torn between brothers.
Sammy handshake pop.
They finally
They
do
build up
Yeah,
to
yeah.
it and then they...
Same page, or... Like, just make up your mind, Jimmy. Are you throwing the ones up with Sami Zayn, or are you annoyed that he's on your team? Like, what side are you on, man?
I know what you mean. It doesn't irk me. I feel like Jimmy would do that. You know, we need to be altogether, but really he's still not cool with Sammy.
Feels like they're two different shows, but with the same story.
Announces Rumble entry.
Announces for Rumble.
Here we are. You've taken my hand like I've offered it to you to kiss. Try and dom me in a handshake on John Cena's Rumble entry.
I can Mysterio all I want.
Elbow kills Dom.
Oh, that's cool. An elbow to Dominic Mysterio. That's fun. For Sky entrance. Comes out for the Sky entrance and then goes to the back.
Raw's most underrated.
I stand corrected. I've made a lot of fun of Karrion Kross on this show over the last, 2 years. And genuinely it's become one of my favourite things on the show. I stand corrected.
Yeah. Sitting down. Are we going to say at the same time?
I don't know, because I'm pretty pleased with my one, so let's go with yours first.
Package pile driver return.
I like that. I've got different. Gone pile driver related, though. Pile driver, no sell.
Oh, what? Randy gives him a pile driver and Owens just pops right back up.
That's the hatred he has for him, because that's going to lead to a bigger spot later. I'll come on to Randy Orton.
Okay. Big E reunion. He's cleared.
Oh, sorry, I thought there was another word there, but
No.
Big E is too.
Big E,
of
it's
course.
not beige.
First to strike.
What?
So in the Woods Kofi tension, one of them's got to hit the other one at some point, and Kofi will be the first to strike.
Not my boy Kofi, no. No, he's a babyface.
Still a babyface now. It's an accident. It's the heat of the moment.
US Coexist division.
Very good. I've gone for team captain. Yeah.
Jackson heel support. So she's not in the team, but she's like, go on, you can do it.
I don't know whether this is a controversial take, because I have heard some other podcasters say this, but better than Power Buff?
Yeah, I thought they did really well.
Yeah.
I mean, they feel coherent, unlike Jade and Bianca, who freaking hate each other.
Only have one half of them designed their own gear. Rubbish. They clearly hate each other.
Weekly retains title. That's not weekly as a frequency, it's weekly as in, man, that's weak.
Gotta protect Raquel. I know you're the world champion, but come on. Gotta protect Raquel here. Lay down, take the pin.
Tyson tag match.
Now, this one might need a bit of explanation for me, because I did see, when I was on Netflix over the weekend, that Tyson was there. Is it Mike or Fury?
It's Mike Tyson.
Right, okay.
The older one.
And he was doing something with Jake Paul.
So as this video goes out, the Jake Paul would have fought Mike Tyson
in a wrestling
live in boxing on Netflix. But I think, Tyson, whatever happens in that match, you can do the Paul brothers at WrestleMania with Tyson plus someone who will actually do all the wrestling.
LA Knight.
Stone Cold.
Oh, actually, hello.
Oh.
Hello. That's the one. The Paul brothers versus Tyson and Austin. That's great. That's genius. That is the best idea you've ever come up with on this show. Big Netflix match. I assumed that they were doing something with Netflix.
Yeah. Temporary Judgment Day.
Oh, no. Why are you putting him in Judgment Day?
Because Gunther's feuding with Priest. Enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Guess so. Disappointed in Gunther. And that is your WrestleMania match.
Oh, Gunther and Kaiser.
Yeah.
I think that's a B-level PLE match. It's Goldberg at Mania.
Could be. The reason I didn't put Goldberg at Mania is because I was like, well, Saudi Arabia's right there. So I'd probably do it there instead of Mania.
Tag wrestling back burner?
What do you
I
mean?
know they've just won the belts and stuff, but I really feel they don't get a PLE focus, the tag belts.
The tag belts never, and they really don't.
But it's under Triple H.
Yeah, and he
They
clearly
were
doesn't
main
like
event
him.
takeovers.
Yeah, no, but he clearly doesn't like tag team wrestling that much. If he did,
But he did. That was one of the things we all liked about Levesque.
well, that's because the internet wanted to see it, so Triple H just did that. But now the internet's not asking for it, so he's not appealing to those people anymore. I have actually got Show Some Respect, but they are on my Team Aldis.
Team Bailey filler.
US Tawny filler.
Progressive. Beautiful Vancouver.
Shines in War Games. Bearing in mind, this is when I thought there was only going to be one War Games match.
Bailey's fifth wheel.
plays Peacemaker role, trying to, sort out Jade and Bianca from infighting, which he was actually doing back in April as well.
Glad she came back. Fun queen leader.
Yeah, I can see that. However, come on, we all know where this is heading. And it heads to a real classic of 3 counts. Cash in, blow up, miscommunication.
Yeah. Just do the same thing every week, Triple H.
Yeah, totally.
That's how you get the stories to last forever. Wrestles in suit.
No, you got to show off the bod, man.
No, he's going to go full Baron Corbin commissioner wrestler.
Constable Aldous.
Yeah.
Gets over beefed.
Gets over beefed.
Yeah, he thinks I've got this. But unfortunately, I've got a real smart team here. 3 of my best mid-card wrestlers and my tag team champions. Surely there's nothing that can stop me now. He didn't plan for the beef.
Main roster call-up.
Called up, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing him when he's healed.
Yeah. I mean, Alvarez has said he's been called up already. I don't know if that's true.
Rumble monster spot.
Winning title, mate.
Giant phone reference. It's War Games.
Oh, I see.
He should be there, with the big phone in the build.
Again.
And he'll look at it and go, no. And then use his tiny phone.
Again, it's 3 years. It's time to start making light of War Games. Announces Roman Reigns.
Oh, for the entrance.
Yeah, so he's going to come
Is that
out.
his return?
That's his return.
Ah, cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, he'll come out and he'll welcome Roman Reigns to the ring.
Chelsea tries replacing.
US Tawny Monster.
This is a spot in the Aldis versus Pierce elimination match. So you've got R-Truth and LA Knight in the ring. What's up? Yeah.
It's very nice. Now, Team Pierce is full of the big beefy boys. Do you know what we could do with? Some comedy.
Yeah.
So he auditions for Pierce. I can be just like these guys. And he keeps trying to prove to Adam Pearce that he can also be a beefy boy.
Say he weighs 400 pounds or something.
Exactly. Yeah. Trying to lift up things and he can't.
Punt tease reversed.
Hits the punt. Kevin Owens stands up from the no cell but falls to his knees. Hands on the mat as well. And Randy Orton sets up in the corner. The pile driver wouldn't put you down, but the punt will.
See, I think Orton goes for the punt and Owens picks him up into the package pile driver.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
Somehow mistimes interference.
In a War Games match. This is when it was a traditional Survivor Series match. And I was like, well, we're really protecting Raquel. How can we eliminate her from the match? Of course. Takes all finishers.
No. She starts beating up someone. The referee's like, no, whoa.
Cool.
Keeps beating him up. Whoa.
That's even better.
Ding, ding, ding. She's eliminated because she kicked too much ass.
No, I've got a better one. It's her and Bianca. They brawl to the outside and they punch. And they punch. And the referee's like, 7, 8, 9. Punch. Oh no, back in. 10. No, you're both counted out of it. Both to the back.
It's disappointing. Takes Pierce seriously.
As you should do. Yeah. Chad mid-card Raw. Trying to find a way to just in 3 words say he'll have a mid-card match on Raw against Chad Gable.
You know what? So I wrote this. Before the spoilers came out for the episode of Raw that was taped in advance. I've got squashes everyone somehow. The joke being that she's injured and she won't be back for like a month at least. Turns out she returned the evening after I wrote that, and she's in War Games. So still, squashes everyone somehow.
Somehow still wins.
Well, let's shake that. OGs win War Games.
Regains Ulafala.
Oh wow, you're going that far. I don't think you do that. I think that because that is why Roman wants the match with Solo. To get that. It's like the championship belt.
Well, I guess that, but surely this is the end of it now. You're ending it in War Games.
No, War Games is the start of the feud. Now you have the singles match.
But I'm trying to wrap this up, because I think you can do the singles match. Maybe that's what you do. The singles match is at Saturday night's main event.
I think the singles match is at Mania.
No, he's going to be facing, like, I don't know, The Rock or Cody
probably.
Rhodes or something.
Embraced by Reigns.
Gets Roman hug.
Yeah. What a segment that was on SmackDown. Roman Sammy Fist.
Oh, I've got does Shield pose,
Yeah, but Sammy comes in and also...
Because it's been 3 years, it's time to undermine the War Games.
Breaker beef banging.
Bro kick Bron.
Ula Fala hanging. I think he's got it on, but he's trying to, get out of it. But they hang him a little bit.
Oh, what?
By the Ula Fala.
Bossman style.
Oh, yeah.
Goofiness suits him.
These are 3 words.
How are you spelling those?
NNN, new word. YURMN, new word. HUIHN.
Very good. Very nice. Mid-match filler. With the War Games, you have the interesting start, you have the interesting end, and then you have the 3 guys in the middle. And he's one of them.
Surprisingly awesome mastermind.
Yeah.
That
good
turn
segment,
on the Wyatt Six was actually really well played.
Really good segment. Somehow turned heel.
Again, yeah. He's been turning heel for 3 weeks, and usually that means it's a long-term story, but no, he turns more heel.
Yeah. Everyone thought that Dom was like, the brilliant at doing that at some. I think Miz did it better.
Yeah. Sponsored by Red One. No, Red One's one word. Isn't it, in the marketing?
Let's have a look at this. Red One.
Red One sponsorship. Look,
Yeah, that's 2 words, I'm afraid,
Is it
mate.
2 words?
Yeah. Look at that.
God damn, son of a bitch.
And I've gone for Red One sponsorship. Red One sponsorship.
I don't believe you. I think you've just changed that.
Unbelievable.
More cash-in teasers.
Teasers cash in. Again. Tommaso Ciampa.
Another tag split.
Remember NXT, kids?
There for pin.
I agree. I actually had Solo Sikoa being the one to take the pin because I had this as the end of this Bloodline feud, but you kind of you've talked me into thinking it's Saturday Night's main event. But I've got in match 4th. It's safe to put him there. There's less to do in that point.
He won't be able to get out of the cage. KO pile drives 2.
No. Think of his heart.
Levesque's like, no, you did that to Randy. Triple H has the connection to Randy. Owens has a lot of resentment for management right now.
Yeah, and Triple H doesn't want to be an on-screen character. He doesn't like the attention. Doesn't see cages.
Goes it alone.
Oh, no. You're a split up New Day.
Big E's back. Kofi's happy. But Xavier's like, this is the past for me.
Oh, man. Attacks Big E.
I had that last month, but I can't even write it down. You can watch another episode of The 3 Count right now, where Luke and I go through every single TNA World Heavyweight Champion ever and review them in 3 words or less /viewer. Do that by going to patreon.com/WrestleTalk right now to get that exclusive episode and also to help support us making these videos here.
But you can also watch more 3 Count by watching us review every single Survivor Series in 3 words or less /viewer.
Here's a clip.
It's all fixed, but I'm talking. I'm talking about my golden egg. I got it from The Rock. The Rock's going to come over here and he's going to pick up the golden egg.
Welcome to the 1, 2, 3 count. I'm Ollie Davis. I'm joined by Luke Owen, DAD, and